Welcome to Americana Outdoors presented by Garmin. This week, our Clark Wendland takes us to his deer lease in Johnson City for an exciting bow hunt. But first, Wade Middleton welcomes Smith & Wesson Performance Center's Tony Neely to our deer camp in Texas for some handgun hunting.
I've hunted with a shotgun, I've hunted with a bow, and the next challenge for me was a handgun. And I started doing that about 6 years ago, and I haven't turned back. That's all I want to do. We brought along a 44 Magnum as well as a 460, so if the opportunity presents itself, we'll try to take one deer with each handgun. Handgun hunting has started to take off a little bit more now, I think, and I think as you expose more and more people to it, and once again, that's why we're working with Wade, is we do want to expose people to it and show them how exciting it is and what a challenge it can be too. So Wade and I, after you bring your stuff in on an airplane, you want to check it out. So off to the range we went and gave Wade the opportunity to shoot another new gun that we brought with us, the 44 Hunter. And we made sure they were all sighted in and we're ready to get out that evening.
I'm a big believer you go hunting when you can. You can't always plan your hunting trips around the most, what you would call optimal, perfect weather conditions. And if you were planning a hunting trip around optimal perfect conditions, this probably wouldn't be it. It's some kind of super crazy moon right now. It's gigantic out there. I would imagine tonight at midnight it'll be about as bright as it's going to be at 7 a.m. It's going to be 80 degrees or virtually no wind, but you can't kill one sitting at home, so you got to go. You may be playing your strategy a little different in this type of situation. Maybe you would go to a stand that's not your prime stand to risk busting a deer out of there. So the strategy and plan tonight is we're going about 2 miles or so from the camp. We're going to park, we're going to hike in a pretty good ways to try to do our best to get in at the right angle without busting any deer that are kind of up further in this draw.
The first hunt we were on actually is a little creek bottom, really thick. So there wasn't a lot of shooting opportunities. We had about 2 lanes to shoot, and Wade said that was probably going to be one of our best bets. So we get in, we sit down, and we probably weren't there maybe half an hour. A couple does come up, and they're kind of like looking at us a little bit. Couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, they knew something was up, but it really didn't bother them. They went back to browsing. A little bit more time goes on, a couple more come up, and then we watched a bunch go up the other side of the creek bed. So they were going up into another area, and there had to be 4 or 5 there. So we're sitting there, we're watching the does. All of a sudden I catch something out of the corner of my eye. I look, nice looking deer. I mean, 8-pointer, got the blood pumping a little bit, and he walked right straight through the alleyway we had to shoot. So I got the gun up, I just didn't have a shot. I thought maybe he might come back, waited and waited. And then out of the corner of my other eye, I pick him up coming out on the other side of this thick brush. I prefer shooting off a stick because it gives you a solid rest, but I do practice all the time shooting offhand. You never know. I mean, you're going to have that opportunity. You don't want to blow the opportunity by trying to move the sticks. So in this particular instance, we had no choice but to go freehand. And like I said, practice makes perfect.
That's all fresh.
Oh, there he is.
Congratulations, buddy. Great
Thank
job.
Thank you.
It's funny, we just were talking on the range. Ever freehand?
Not a drop of blood.
That's so awesome. That's handgun hunting there, buddy. You crushed him. I mean, did a number on him. Handgun hunting. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot
Nothing better, right?
Nothing. And you know what? Backstraps, tenderloin, chicken fry. How do you like your venison? Such a fun challenge, such a fun experience to take a handgun out. The whole learning process for me has been exciting. Been exciting. Great shot. Great freehand shot.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks a lot.
We'll do some more now.